Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be reacting to a brand new human being, new to my channel but not new to YouTube, has significantly more subscribers than even Chantel and Amberlynn combined. Can you believe it? I'm about to react to somebody who actually has a following, but during my time on YouTube, many people have been like, Zach, do you know who Charles Gross is? Do you know who she is? Do you know what she does? And honestly, no, I have no idea. So today I thought, I don't want to fully commit to the life of a YouTuber quite yet. So I'm just gonna pick out like one of his like most viewed videos that's under like 10 minutes because girl, we don't have time. Like his most recent videos I was looking are like 20-25 minutes long, and like I don't have time to commit to that if I don't know for sure that like you're the one. You know what I mean? Like this is hopefully gonna be like a long-lasting relationship where I can do mini reaction videos and really get to know Mr. Gross the same way that I know Chantel and Amberlynn. So I don't want to like jump into things and get like very connected, spend 25 minutes on somebody if it's not going to work out in the long run, right? Like she is a busy lady, she's got a lot to do. So we are just going to jump in and we are going to pick a shorter video from maybe like a couple years ago that has lots of views on it, and we're going to kind of like just dip our toes in, just get a little taste. So if that excites you, stick around. We're jumping in right meow. Alright, so the title of this video is I Slept With My Teacher Story Time, and I have a lot of questions about Miss Gross over here, and like, is she going to sleep with her teacher? Is this a true story? Is this just clickbait? Like, how should I feel about this? I don't know. So I'm gonna stop yapping and we're just gonna jump in and see what this is all about.
The title of this video is not misleading. It is not a clickbait. I actually did sleep with my middle school teacher, but not in the way that you're thinking of. I mean,
Ma'am, your middle school teacher? And what do you mean not in the way that I'm thinking of? Like, even the most innocent of things that I could think about in this situation, in this setting, would be like you slept next to them in the same bed, and that's still problematic if they were your middle school teacher, girl. Okay, this is already off to a rough start. We 7 seconds in, but she does have a cute background. Like I love a moment back here with this like fake plant berry thing going on, these little twigs or whatever, the magazines on the shelf. That's cute, I like it.
I'm gonna get into it. Today's video is a story time, so let's jump right in and pretend we are sitting together on the sofa or in a cafe and we're chatting, and I'm telling you guys this crazy story. So this takes place, I think it was 5th or 6th grade. In my school, we would take school trips overnight. In the beginning of the year, it was kind of like an orientation thing. I think they did it 4th, 5th, and 6th grade is when they did the overnight trips. Those are the only grades that I encountered overnight trips. I think my sister may have done it one more year than I did, but my school's policy was the beginning of the school year, they would get buses and bus the entire grade out to a retreat. The goal of these trips was to orient everybody that's
okay, it sounds like you're about to get oriented, girl.
To know each other, and
you're about to get oriented.
A lot of schools do this. But it was like trust activities and stuff like that that would bond people. So in 5th grade, my school decided to take the entire grade to Philadelphia. We all went in buses, and the plan was we were going to stay there for, I think it was just 2 days overnight, and then we were going to do tours. I know we did a bunch of historical tours. We went to a bunch of museums.
Girl, I don't care what you did. Like, we are a minute in and you have not brought up sleeping with your teacher yet. Get to it.
And stuff like that. And then at night, the activity that they had planned at night was a movie. And this is the funniest part of the trip. I mean, this part wasn't horrible for me, but it was just funny, and it was unfortunate for a majority of the grade. So the entire day, they had told us our agenda was we were going to do some tours, get lunch, blah, 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 and then go to this movie in the evening. And they said, this was when Poseidon, it came out, that movie with, I don't even know who was in it.
I don't know her. I don't remember that movie.
Let me know in the comments if you remember that movie. Anyway, but they said we weren't going to see Poseidon because we were 5th graders, and I think that Poseidon was rated R.
Okay, get to it.
So they said it's the behind the scenes of Poseidon. That's what the principal who came on the trip said, that they had gotten us tickets to the behind the scenes of Poseidon. So we went through our day. So we went to this movie theater and we all sat down, and I was thinking, why would they have like an hour and a half feature of like behind the scenes? But whatever, I didn't know. So then the movie starts. And it's like the opening scene, and we really quickly realize it is not the behind the scenes of Poseidon, because I don't think of any movie theater features.
What is the point? Oh my gosh. So I clicked on this for scandalous stories about your teacher, and you've so far talked about a movie I don't even remember. I literally cannot recall this. I don't know what year you were in 5th or 6th grade, but I'm guessing you're at least like 5 to 10 years younger than me. And so I'm sure when you were in middle school, I was in like high school. That's not that long ago. I can remember these things. I don't remember a movie called Poseidon, but let's get to it, girl.
It's like hour-long behind the scenes. So there must have been some miscommunication between the movie theater and my principal, who had bought the tickets for the entire grade. So the movie starts, and it is the real Poseidon movie, in which was rated R and included gore. Essentially, it's about a ship.
5th and 6th grade rated R movie.
Capsized, or something tragic happened, or it was like sinking, and so people were dying. This opening scene is like when the ship crashes or starts to sink, and people are like falling around and getting impaled by poles. Literally, the entire grade starts screaming, because it's young kids watching this.
Okay.
And the teachers immediately start freaking out. Oh my god, this isn't the behind the scenes, this is the movie. And the screen is showing like really intense scenes of gore and people dying. And the teachers are like, okay, everybody calm down, get into a single file line, and no one was listening. Finally, all the kids just ran out into the like lobby of the movie theater, and like some of them were crying. The teachers had to like figure out what to do, so the principal went.
Why is he talking about this like he was not a part of this? Like he's like, the kids did this, the teachers did this. Girl, what were you doing? This is your story time. Talk about your experience. Like, did you also run out? I mean, I'm guessing you did because you say the kids did, but like, girl, what is the truth? What is the tea?
The ticket box office. They got us bulk tickets to a movie called Aquila and the Bee, and I don't know why.
Oh, I do know that movie.
Do you guys remember that movie? It had Keke Palmer in it. Yes. Like a spelling bee.
Yes, Aquila and the Bee. Yes, Keke Palmer.
I don't know, it was about a spelling bee. But because it was later in the evening and they bought bulk tickets, that was like the only movie available with bulk tickets. And so we had to end up watching it like 30 minutes into the movie. It turned out okay. So that was pretty bad, although I wasn't really like...
Girl, where do you sleep with your teacher?
The grade was really upset about it.
This is misleading.
Then we went back to the hotel. They assigned us our roommates, if you will. I think it was 3 people or 4 people per room, because each room had 2 twin beds, so 2 people would share a bed. And a few lucky people got rooms where it was just 2 people in the room, so it was just 1 person per twin bed. So they had us sit in the lobby, and they would be like, okay, we have a list of all the roommates on the bus on the way to...
You better be rooming with your teacher. This
that said people
video
that
is bullshit.
Not room with. Like, I think you were allowed to list 3 people that you were not comfortable rooming with, and like 3 people that you'd like to room with, and then the teachers on the bus would kind of organize groups. So anyway, we were all sitting in the lobby of the hotel, and they read off the lists, and like Jojo and Sally and Minky and Coco go in this room, and Bobby and Westcliff and Johnny and Bonnie go in that room.
Who the hell's Westcliff, girl?
I was in a room with 3 other boys, and we had to share beds, so it was 2 of us in each twin bed.
Where's your teacher?
Where
is the teacher?
And suddenly, the kid who was in my bed starts throwing up. He runs to the bathroom and starts vomiting, and I was like, so over it. First of all, I wasn't thrilled to be in a hotel room with these people anyway. No offense, but it's like... I would have preferred if I had my own hotel room. I guess I'm super bougie that way.
Girl, who is you? You were in 5th and 6th grade. Ain't no 5th or 6th grader need a whole hotel room to themselves. Calm your pants, girl. Calm your pants. Not that serious.
He starts like puking, and I'm like, this is not bougie. So then he gets back in bed. He's like, I'm really not feeling well. And I'm like, I'm not going to be in bed with this freak of the week while he's throwing up all over.
Girl, why are you calling her a freak of the week when she was throwing up just because she was sick? I'm sure she could not help that. How is she the freak of the week? That's so mean.
It's like, don't worry though, if I throw up, I'll do it over the edge of the bed. And I'm like, oh no, I am not gonna wake up in your vomit. So I left the bed and I was like, I'm gonna sleep on the chair. Like, what am I supposed to do? Coincidentally, that's when the teachers were coming around and doing room checks. And what they did was they just peek in to make sure everybody was in bed and safe. And then they put a piece of tape on the door so that no one would leave the room, the hotel room, in the middle of the night. and they could tell if someone tried to. So anyway, the teacher knocked on our door and said, okay, I'm doing a room check. I opened the door and I said, hello, this freak of the week is throwing
Stop
up
calling
because
him
I'm not
that.
comfortable sleeping in this room. And the two other kids that were in the other bed were already asleep. So it was not, we were going to wake them up and have them switch. So the teacher was like, you know, well,
you are drama and high maintenance, and I have a feeling that's why people watch you, and it might be why I get sucked in. But we are 6 minutes into this video, girl, and you still have not talked about sleeping with your teacher. There are only 2 minutes left. This was a misleading title, girl. Misleading.
Should I check with this kid? And the teacher went over to the kid who was sick and like sat with him, and they started talking, I don't know what, and the kid was okay. He said, the teacher said the kid's gonna be okay, but he might get sick again. He's going to be sleeping. And I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? You know, the teacher said, I completely understand you don't want to sleep in his bed. The principal and two other teachers were doing room checks because there were a lot of room checks to do. So the principal was walking in the hall, and the teacher said to the principal, you know, what are we supposed to do?
What kind of also principal goes on these field trips with students? Like, I went on many field trips where I stayed in hotels. Our principal literally never went with us. This is dramatic.
Charles isn't comfortable sleeping with the kid in that bed because he was sick and blah, blah, blah. And the principal was like, yeah, I understand. So the principal said to me, you know, there aren't any other rooms we can put you in. The only option would be for you to sleep in the teacher's hotel room. The teachers each got their own private hotel rooms. The teacher's room had 2 twin beds, so you'd have to sleep in there. And I was like, fine, I don't care. I'm getting my own bed. I don't have to sleep with another person throwing up. And I was like, yeah, it's a little awkward that it's the teacher's room, but I didn't care. So I got my luggage, I moved it into the teacher's hotel room, and I got into the twin bed, and I was fine. Everything worked out perfectly. The whole rest of the trip, I don't think anything remarkable happened, but just the poor planning of the teachers who bought the tickets for Poseidon. I don't know why they thought it was the behind the scenes.
Ma'am,
They kept telling us, oh, it's the behind the scenes of Poseidon. That was not the worst. It was the kid throwing up that was the worst. And
girl, this whole story is so petty.
This kid was really sick.
This is
but
this
what were
is
they
dumb.
gonna do? He wanted to sleep, and they let him. So the 2 other trips that my school did, I did not go on. I did not, because a bunch of the kids just didn't want to go.
Ma'am, Miss Charles.
They would announce, okay, and our trip of the year is blah, blah, blah. And usually it was like a nature retreat, like a summer camp type thing where you would do outdoor activities like trust exercises and stuff.
And she said, I don't do nature.
But a bunch of kids didn't want to go because they just didn't want to, and I was one of them. Maybe we were high maintenance. But what I would do is just
high maintenance, self-awareness.
That's my story. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought. Did you ever go on school trips overnight, and did you have good or bad experiences? I'd love to know your experiences in the comments. Also, if you like this video, give it a like. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. I would appreciate that. And subscribe for new videos every...
Ma'am, nah, That was Charles Gross. I don't know how you all feel about him. I don't even know if that was maybe the best video to watch, but I mean, I watched it, I recorded it, it happened. I'm really trying to branch out. I get all these comments from people who are like, why do you only watch like fat, obese women? Like, why do you hate women? And I don't hate women. So I did want to like broaden my horizons, maybe give a little flack to somebody who is maybe more closely connected to identities that I hold, like Mr. Charles Gross here, you know. Let me know if there's like a particular Charles Gross video you want me to watch. Maybe there's something that I like really am missing about this human. I don't know. Keep me posted. If you did like this video though, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell notification button just so that you know when I upload new videos and go on live and things like that. Make sure to leave me some comments and hit like. Also, please follow me on all of my social media. Most of all, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye!